Evening Incense.
This is the brief on the spiritual significance of the second year. Now, while history usually obsesses over that incredibly dramatic first year of Israel's rescue from Egypt, the actual blueprint for lasting spiritual progress is totally found in the second year. First, we see this massive shift from rescue to training. See, the first year was purely about deliverance. Think the Passover and crossing the Red Sea. But the second year, as we see right in Numbers 10:11, is all about establishing order, receiving divine law, and arranging the camp. I mean, if you've just been pulled from a burning building, what happens the day after? You don't just stand there, you have to rebuild. Second, this perfectly illustrates God's undeniable order of movement. Yahweh is basically a master architect. He absolutely never rushes his people forward without preparing the foundation first, proving that preparation always precedes progress. We see a striking historical parallel later on in Ezra 3:8. When the exiles finally returned from their captivity in Babylon, they specifically waited until the second year and the second month to start rebuilding the temple ruins. Finally, let's connect these ancient patterns to us, the new creation. Escaping our own modern spiritual bondage, our own Babylon, isn't the end of the story. We're meant to become what's called living stones, actively participating in rebuilding God's spiritual house instead of just sitting idle. So, are you just happy you escaped captivity, or are you actually letting God shape you into his dwelling place? Salvation isn't the finish line. It is simply the groundwork for your divine restoration.